Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do around the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Yesterday, we did drop our NBA play of the day, man. I know. I apologize. I'm sorry. Y'all never hear me say them words, but for that one, I truly do feel bad because the Nuggets own the Lakers, bro. Go back and watch yesterday's episode and hear how many times I said that. I got clouded. I let my judgment get clouded by my GOAT, LeBron James, man. And for that, I apologize. Because them boys just cannot beat the Nuggets, fam. It just is what it is. They've now lost 12 straight games to the Nuggets. 7 straight playoff games to the Nuggets, man. Yesterday was a must-win game for the Lakers, bro. It was must-win, must-win, must-win. And they came out on fire. Looked really good to start. And the same way they did in Game 1 and Game 2 in Denver. That's what gave me a little false hope. You know, they played them tough in Denver. They come back home. They'll finally avenge their demons, slay their demons. But no. They got beat. Now they're down 0-3. And like I told you yesterday, we've never seen a team come back from down 0-3. LeBron was the first to come from back down 3-1, but it ain't happening here, man. It's over. Them Lake Show Lakers, stick a fork in them. They're done. Other than that, though, we've been red hot, man. That's also the other frustrating part. We've been red hot these last couple days. We swept the card on Tuesday, hit all 3 games. Wednesday, we hit both games. And then yesterday, Magic responded at home at the crib. We had them. The Sixers responded at home at the crib. Hell of a game from Embiid. You know, shout out to them boys. The Lakers were the ones that let us down, and it happened to be the play of the day. It is what it is, man. We're looking to bounce back on a money-making Friday. I would say 7 of 8. You know, it's still hotter than fish grease. And y'all know the drill, man. We're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward into a money-making weekend. You guys can hop on something long-term at Pickdawgz Premium and get everything that I'm offering over the full weekend. NBA, Major League Baseball, maybe a little hockey sprinkled in there, man. Money-making weekend. Still on a heater. And y'all know we're on a heater, man. They usually last for quite some time. Looking to continue to kick the crap out of the books. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter and Instagram all day long. The links for those are in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA play of the day, man. So, 3 games lined up. My Mavs in action. Them T-Wolves Suns in action. You know what I mean? Them Pacers Bucks in action. Finna cook it up and try to smash it per usual. So without further ado, man, let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get her done. First game up. We got the Milwaukee Bucks out on the road facing the Indiana Pacers. Pacers, 6.5-point home favorites here in this one. I think many people are kind of surprised to see the Pacers this sizable home favorites. Me, I'm not surprised at all. What have I told you guys all postseason long? You pick the winner about 80% of the time, you're on the right side. When I say that, I mean that the point spread doesn't matter as much in the postseason as it does in the regular season. When teams win, they usually cover as favorites. And the dog, of course, if they win outright. So if you like a dog to cover a point spread, usually take them outright. If you like the favorite to win the game, lay the points. That's all I'm saying. And in this one, I like the Pacers to win this game at home at the crib. I'm laying the points. Now, there's so many different angles I can explain to you guys in this game why I like the Pacers. The first one just being looking at the head-to-head between these two teams this season. These two teams have played how many times this year? 7. The Pacers have won 5 of the 7. Well, you know what I mean? That's bet on material. We just saw the Pacers run these boys out the gym in that last one in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? So I would not be surprised at all if they did the exact same thing here at home. Giannis Antetokounmpo being out for this game is a huge blow for the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Remember, Milwaukee was the 1 seed last year and got put out of the playoffs then. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went out as the 4 seed or whatever they are, the 3 seed. It wouldn't surprise me if they went out first round here either. Let me read you the scores in these games. 126, 124. The Pacers won the first one, so they only won by 2 in Indiana. 128, 119. They kicked the crap out of Milwaukee in Milwaukee. Milwaukee did win the third meeting, 140, 126. Then Indiana won the next meeting, 122, 113 in Milwaukee. And then the last one they played in the regular season, Pacers won 142, 130 at home at the crib. That last one was on the 3rd of January. And we already know how the playoffs have shaped out. The Pacers were... The line in Milwaukee in that last game told us everything we needed to know. And I think the line in this one tells you everything you need to know. I know the Pacers are a young team, but they're coming home to one of the best venues in sports. This building is going to be rocking tonight. You heard Halliburton after the end of that last game. He said that the venue in Milwaukee wasn't all that. You know what I mean? They've had regular season games in Indiana where the atmosphere felt like it felt in Milwaukee. So imagine this playoff atmosphere tonight for the Indiana Pacers, man. I think they're sizable home favorites for a reason. I trust them in this spot. Milwaukee's been a terrible ATS team all season long. They desperately need Giannis back, and he's not here for this one. I'm on Indiana. I'll lay the points here in our first game of the day. Next game up, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. Mavs 4.5-point home favorites here in this one. The $1 million question. A lot of people been asking me, Jay, are you going to the game? As of right now, I don't know. I'm on the fence. Part of me, of course, wants to go see my team kick the crap out of the Clippers, bro. It's been fuck the Clippers all season long, bro. You already know that. The problem is, if you've watched the jam session for a good amount of time this season, you know my record in Mavs games this year is terrible. When I show up, they don't show up. So that's the problem, man. I kind of feel like I'm a bad luck charm for my Mavs when I show up to basketball games. So I don't know. That's why people are always asking me am I going, because when I go, they like to fade the Mavs and me. So, in all honesty, I don't know. I'll tweet out later today if I'm going or not. If you really want to know if I'm going to the game or not, follow me on Twitter. Information's in the description below. Now, let's talk about the game. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know what it is. It's still fuck the Clippers respectfully. The Mavs are the better basketball team. There's a reason they've been favored all 3 games in the series. I know the line did flip in the end in that last one, but they opened as favorites against the Clippers in that one, so that's what I'm rolling with. The books seem to agree with me. The Mavs are the better basketball team. Remember, Luka and Gafford on the floor together since the trade deadline have been the best team in the NBA. They've only lost 3 games together, bro. Like, that's how good the Mavs have been. You feel me? Kawhi Leonard did not look healthy in that last game, had a really bad game. Would I expect him to play nearly that bad here in this one? Of course not. I'm not that delusional. I expect Kawhi to have a much better game today. But something we talked about early in the season about the Clippers. What did we talk about? We're going to steal our saying from my guy, Chris Ruffalo. You know what I mean? I think this sums up the Clippers perfectly. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many cooks in the kitchen, man. There's only one basketball. And the guys are not able to create the rhythm that they need to create in order to be the guys that we've known them to be and the guys we love them to be. Harden, he's a volume scorer, a volume shooter who needs the ball in his hands to do so. Catch that rhythm, tween, the step backs, you know what I mean? You got to take those shots to catch the rhythm to continue to take those shots. Kawhi Leonard came back. Harden, huge game 1. Didn't get the same looks in game 2. Didn't catch the same rhythm. Bad game. Kawhi Leonard been out for a while. Bad game. Paul George didn't have quite the same game that he had in game 1. Russell Westbrook, we know we're going to get the heart, effort, and energy from him, but is that enough? You know what I mean? All those guys need the touches. All those guys want to put up the shots. All those guys want to be the guy. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Bad spot for the Clippers, in my opinion. I think they're outmatched, man. Luka Doncic is him. He's him. You see the numbers he puts up against The Clippers in the postseason. You see what he did last game. I haven't even talked about my man Kyrie Irving. I love the role players for my Mavs. This is a much better, much improved Mavs team than the team the Clippers played and put out in the last two playoff series these teams faced off against. I told you guys at the start of the series, I bet the Mavs to win the series humongously. One of the biggest bets of my life. And I'm still there. I told you guys I like the Mavs in 5 at the beginning of this series. I think the Clippers win one game. And that's my story. I'm still sticking to it. They not getting a dub here in Dallas. We getting a dub today. We getting a dub on Sunday. And then we're sending them boys home packing in L.A. See if my, forecast comes to fruition. But for tonight, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm on my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. The second best ATS team in basketball. I trust these boys. Think they get it done at home, at the crib. In our last and final game of the night, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves out on the road facing the Phoenix Suns. Suns, 4.5-point home favorites here in this one. This game is similar to all three games we talked about yesterday. Yesterday we talked about all three teams back up against the wall, coming home down 0-2. They need to respond. We've never seen a team come back down from 0-3 in NBA history. It's never happened. So that makes this pretty much a must-win game for Phoenix. We saw the Sixers get it done yesterday. We saw Orlando get it done yesterday. The Lakers were the one that didn't get it done. Not really too surprised the Nuggets own them. They own them like we talked about in the intro. 12 straight times is crazy. Look, what has been my argument back to this game? What has been my argument about the Suns all season long? Why are they one of the worst ATS teams in the NBA? It's because a lot of times they're just flat out overvalued. And I think here in this game, they're flat out overvalued. I know this is a must-win game for them. They have to win this game or it's over. But just because it's a must-win, I don't think you should rush to go lay 4.5. This series has been dominated by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dominated. Like, I haven't even seen a reason to try to take Phoenix. So I'm getting the team that's dominated the series as a dog. The much better defensive team, the younger team, the hungrier team, the team with more to prove. You know what I mean? I'm on the T-Wolves. I know I usually call them the house of disappointment, but I've been rocking with them lately, man. I've been cashing on the Timberwolves. The Suns, I think, here are just overvalued. Is this a must-win game for them? Yes. Did I tell you guys early in this video that point spreads really don't matter? Yeah, I did. But I think Timberwolves plus 4.5 is the play, or just take them straight up money line. I'm so serious. I don't trust Phoenix at all in any capacity. Somebody on the morning show this morning summed it up perfectly. It's an end of an era, man. It's an end of an era. LeBron down 0-3. And after tonight, I think Kevin Durant is going to be down 0-3, man. End of an era, and Stephen Curry isn't even in the playoffs. Man, where has time gone? But I'm really not that surprised. I'm on the young guns, out to prove it, out to get their name out there. I'm on Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves, straight up on the money line here in our last and final game of the night. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long and Instagram. There's a link for that in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site. We've been red hot, man, this last few days. We did drop our NBA play of the day yesterday. I know. Frustrated with myself for that, man. I really believed in the Lakers yesterday. It was a must-win game for them, but now the Nuggets have beaten them 12 straight times. It is what it is. We'll bounce back on that NBA play of the day today. Other than that, though, the last couple days we've been red hot. Heading into that Lakers game yesterday, we had hit, 7 games in a row? So We've hit 7 of our last 8 right here on the jam session with 3 on the horizon today. Let's cook it up, man. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the book. Scoop up that NBA play of the day. Hop on something long-term at Pickdawgz Premium. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. See y'all tomorrow. Let's go, Mavs. I'm out of here. Peace.